Hey everyone, today we're going to go over how to polish a stainless steel pipe or for your diesel truck. Everybody's been asking me like where did I get my exhaust from, and it's just a stainless steel pipe that I bought the kit from and just put a polish on the tailpipe piece, and that was it. Nothing super fancy, and we'll go over the materials we need for this. And mine's in pretty rough shape. It's been beat up, getting rock chips in it, getting some rust, which is actually surprising because it's stainless steel, but it happens. So I'm gonna pop it off, polish it again, put it back on. Here's some materials you need. Flip you guys around. I don't have a buffer, so I have a variable speed corded drill, modified the polishing pad, be able to fit on the drill. Sander, we're gonna use some 320 grit to really cut the excess off, 400 to get it down, and then a 800 to get it kind of a little bit of a polish on it. And I should have 1,000, which I'm gonna try to find that, but if I don't have the 1,000, this 800 will do a good job. So we used last time. So get it off the truck. All right, guys, here's our band clamp for the tailpipe piece here. So we're gonna do the bolts here, slide this back. My hanger is right up here. I'm trying to slip it off. All right, there we go. All right, here it is. Pretty simple to get off, especially if you spray some deep creep on your hanger here. So here's our muffler pipe. Here's our tailpipe. Pretty dirty. You can see where I polished it. I've been needing to take this off for a while and redo it anyway, because when I got some repair work done on my truck, when they repainted my truck, they got overspray all over this thing. So hasn't been as pretty as it was since the video you guys have seen on my short. And if you are buying your exhaust fresh out of the box, you're gonna need a little bit more than just these items we went over a second ago. And here's why. So this is the slip pipe. If I took my muffler off, here's the weld where they rolled it, welded it together. A bunch of gouges in here and stuff. So this is what the pipe looked like. I can get you guys to see that. You can see all the imperfections in here. So I can get this to focus really good for y'all. That's what the tailpipe looked like at first. So that's out of the box. All these imperfections. There's the weld right there. So you're gonna hit this with a heavy grit sandpaper. Matter of fact, I think we hit it with a saber disc. Something like this. This is really heavy. This is a 60 grit. I would probably, going back, I would do a little bit. If you can find one that's 100, 120, that'd be way better. This is a little aggressive. But it really knocks down all the major gouges, and whenever you get it down where it's nice and clean, start going up. Go to a 160, polish, 180, polish, 200, 220, polish, 320, polish, 400, polish, 800, 600, let's go to 600, polish it again, 800, 1,000, and then after you get all that, then do the real polish, get your polishing compound and your wheel, and go to town. If you have the polisher, that's even better. Like I said, this is what I got. It worked, so this is what we're going to use. Now, let me clean all this junk off of here and get the dust and everything off, and then we'll get busy. Check it out. I shouldn't have to do much, but you can see this is the tire side of the exhaust pipe. So this is facing the tire. Rock dings, just rusting away a little bit. So you can see. So we're gonna take it and polish it up. This is the back side. So you can kind of see here, there's some overspray from when they painted the truck. There's even more overspray. You can see it kind of loses the luster a little bit. So for us, it should be pretty easy. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. I'm just gonna go to town. can already kind of see. So this is after the 220. You can see that some of the pitting's still there. So I'm gonna put a new pad on there in a minute. But you see already, it kind of already gets the luster back before and after. Then we step it up even more. It's gonna get rid of more of these swirls here. Yeah. That's it, guys. Just a process of sanding and polishing, sanding and polishing. That's it. But for me, repolishing it's going to be a lot easier than starting it off because there's a lot, like I showed you on the other pipe. There's a lot of imperfections. You're going to want to clamp too to hold this thing in place while you're working. So here we go, we got most of it knocked off. There's still some pitting in here. So I'm gonna hit this section again with my 220. Not gonna focus on anything up here anymore. I think this is good. And then we're gonna get that knocked out some more. Get a 400, 800, and then polish it up. Since these are so deep, I'm gonna hit it with a 150 grit, real light, try to knock some of these out, and go back with a 220. It isn't perfect, but we knocked off a lot more pitting. So let's hit it with the 400. Now you can starting to see it getting his luster back now. We're gonna hit it with the 800 grit now, and then polish it up. Alright, you can really see that's after the 800. It already looks like it's polished, but it's not. So now let's get the polishing wheel on and get this bad boy polished up back on the truck. Here's where we are. As you can see, it's not perfect. I really need 1500 and 1000 grit sandpaper to get rid of some of these swirls. But I'm gonna try to hit it again, but you can tell this is the tire side. Look at that. Shine like a new penny. The more time you spend on it with the sandpaper, the better you can get it. I'm gonna hit it again with the polisher and see if we can knock some of these other parts out. So it ain't perfect, but look at that. Look at that shine. Got some scratches and swirls in it still, but this is where if you have an actual buffer, you'd be in way better shape. I'm just not gonna go spend $160 on a new buffer or more. This drill works just fine. So what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be getting dinged up anyway. It's not a show truck. All right. Let's go put this back on the truck. See you out there. That's it, guys. Slipped it off, slipped it back on. It's not the best polished job.
Can we drive in the grass to Miss Lisa's?
Yes, but for doing it at home compared to what it was before, it's not bad. Shining up like a new penny. Truck's a mess. We're taking it to get powder coated tomorrow. Or not powder coated, ceramic coated. And I wanted to see if they could ceramic coat the tailpipe and all that good stuff. But overall, compared to what it was before, can't beat it. I'm gonna go grab some chrome polish stuff that I have. Got rid of all the rust marks back here, as you can see. Cleaned it up quite a bit. Definitely better than what it was. My last time, whenever I did the first time, I had 1000 grit, and that made a huge difference. And I think I'm up to 1500 because that gets rid of all those little swirl marks you see. Let's do a quick start of this bad boy. Well, gotta love it, folks. Hope this helps you guys. Like I said, if you're gonna do it yourself, go a little bit further into it than I did. Get you, go to Harbor Freight, get you multiple different stages of sandpaper. Get you a buffer too. It's the buffing wheel that I got. Did the buffing wheel, all the stuff I use is from Harbor Freight, the sandpaper, everything. And the more time you spend on your 320 and 600 grit sandpapers, the more swirls will take out. It just goes nice and easy, go through it. What I did at first is I did a 600, polished it so I could see all the major spots, and sanded it again. Now, it's gonna come down to what you want. If you want like a real mirror finish, do your stages. Go 150, knock off most of the stuff, 180, 220, several passes of 220, step it up 320, several passes of 320, go to 400, another several passes of 400, hit the 600 and do multiple passes of 600 too. And you'll start seeing those swirls start going away. Go to 800, do 1,000, 1,500, and then finally hit, if you do 2,000, a couple passes of 2,000, then polish it, it's gonna be beautiful, perfect. Hope it helps you guys. Like I said, you saw in the beginning, mine had rust pits all over it. I just want to knock that junk off and give it a little bit more luster and give it a little more coating to protect it again. We'll do it again. This is gonna be routine maintenance for me, as I want to keep it nice and looking good. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Hope this helps you in your process and want to do this yourself. It saves you a lot of money. Talk to you next time. Peace.